Welcome to your fire safety crash course. Whether you're working on-site as an HSE professional or getting ready for a fire safety exam, this video makes everything easy to understand and remember. Let's dive in and get started. The fire tetrahedron. For decades, we learned about the fire triangle: fuel, heat, and oxygen. But science has given us an even better model. Introducing the fire tetrahedron. Think of it as a four-sided pyramid. For a fire to exist and keep burning, it needs all four sides. 1. Fuel. Anything that can burn: wood, paper, gasoline, that dusty pile in the corner. 2. Heat. The ignition source: a spark, a hot surface, a faulty wire. 3. Oxygen, from the surrounding air. And 4, which is the missing link: the chemical chain reaction. This is the ongoing process where heat breaks down fuel into vapors that keep the fire feeding itself. So, the ultimate secret to stopping a fire will be to remove just one of these four elements. If we have no fuel, no fire can burn out. Similarly, if we have no oxygen, the fire will suffocate. That's the core of every fire prevention strategy, so stop the fire by removing one of these four elements. Fire classes. This section is crucial. Not all fires are the same, and using the wrong fire extinguisher can make a situation far worse. We classify fires based on their fuel source, which immediately tells us the best way to fight it. Let's break down the classes. Class A. Fires involve ordinary solids like wood, paper, cloth, and plastics. You typically fight these with water or foam. Class B. Fires involve flammable liquids such as gasoline, oils, paint, and solvents. You should use foam, dry powder, or CO2. And importantly, never use water, which can spread the liquid fire. Class C. Fires are fueled by flammable gases like propane or natural gas. You use dry powder on the flames, but the most important rule is to shut off the gas supply first, if you can do so safely.
Class D fires are unique because they involve combustible metals such as magnesium or titanium. These need a special dry powder that's specific to the metal. Next is electrical equipment. This isn't technically a fuel class, but it's a dangerous ignition source. Use a CO2 or dry powder extinguisher. Your priority is always to safely cut the power source. Finally, Class F fires, sometimes called Class K in the US, are found in the kitchen. They involve cooking oils and fats like those in deep fat fryers. You must use a wet chemical extinguisher. Never, ever use water, as the rapid steam expansion will cause a dangerous eruption. Quick tip: don't worry about memorizing the letters. Every certified extinguisher has pictograms right on the label showing you exactly what type of fire it's designed to fight. Part 4. How to use an extinguisher, PSS. If you see a small, contained fire you feel safe tackling, remember the acronym, PSS. Pull the pin to break the seal. Aim low at the base of the flames, not the smoke, or the middle. You need to hit the fuel. Squeeze the handle to release the extinguishing agent. Sweep from side to side across the fuel until the fire is completely out. Always stand back at least 2 to 3 meters, 6 to 10 feet. And here is your most important fire safety rule. If the fire is bigger than a waste paper basket, or if the smoke is overwhelming, your job is to evacuate. Drop the extinguisher, sound the alarm, and let the professionals take over. The 5-step risk assessment. For the safety professionals and those preparing for certification, the 5-step risk assessment is your primary tool. Here is the framework for fire safety. Spot the hazards. Look for potential ignition sources and fuel sources like poor waste storage or faulty equipment. Identify who's at risk. Consider all people in the space, especially those who are vulnerable, such as workers with mobility challenges or isolated staff. Evaluate and control. This is the action step, where you apply control measures using the strict hierarchy of control in this order. The best step is to eliminate the hazard completely. Next, substitute a hazard with a safer alternative. Then, install engineering controls like fire doors, sprinklers, or dedicated ventilation. Record your findings, document the hazards, the people at risk, and the control actions you took. This is a legal requirement in many jurisdictions if you have more than a few employees. Review regularly. The assessment must be a living document, updated every year or immediately after any incident, building change, or new process is introduced. Safety pro tip: always list your controls in that hierarchy order. It demonstrates a professional level of understanding. Evacuation essentials. When that alarm sounds, there is only one job: get out safely. Evacuation is non-negotiable. Get out immediately, and, if you see fire, sound the alarm manually. Follow the glowing green exit signs. They are your guides, designed to stay visible even in smoke and power outages. Never, ever use the elevator. Always take the stairs. Go straight to your designated assembly point and stay there so fire wardens can account for everyone. Remember this key phrase: ensure means of escape are clear, well-signed, and properly illuminated at all times.
And that completes your essential fire safety toolkit. You now have a clear, deep understanding of the principles, from the Fire Tetrahedron to the professional risk assessment. Feel free to save this for a quick review or share it with your team. Knowledge is the first step toward safety. If you found this guide valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.